So this is for somebody who, male, female, doesn't matter, for who has spent so much time pouring into others, okay? Just know that everything you do is a seed, okay? Everything you do is a seed. And what seeds do, they germinate and they grow into something even greater. Seeds have growth potential that turns into fruit, that turns into some form of abundance or after product, right? So somebody out there, do not resent yourself or people that you've poured into. Do not regret any time you have spent, any energy you have poured out, any resources. Don't regret it. Don't resent it either, or the people or yourself, because those seeds have purpose. They're not unnoticed. They're not benign. They will grow and you will harvest. Depending on what you poured out. I hope, this reaches anybody who's pouring a seed, period, because honestly and truly we all do. And there's good seed sown and there's bad seed sown. And we like to call it karma. But at the end of the day, everything is a seed. So whoever you are that's poured out so much of yourself and feeling empty and left with nothing, like you feel like you drained yourself of your own resources, don't resent it. Don't regret it. Now, be wise in the future if you've overpoured. Be wise to steward your time and your energy and your resources. Like, you don't just toss it to anybody, and you don't pour so much that you're depleted, okay? A lot of times what happens is when a person who is generous and they start resenting, it's because they've been depleted. And sometimes it might be that person who doesn't have anyone. It cut off on me again, so maybe I talk too much, but whatever. What I was saying is sometimes maybe you're the person who pours to everybody and doesn't have an equivalent in their life, to pour into them, to pour into you, and, that's okay. Not everybody is equipped like you to be so generous, be so kind. But if you don't have anyone pouring into you, then you need to know how to have reserves. And you need to know how to not overgive to the point where you're left with nothing, because that's just not wisdom. When you sow seeds, it can be an investment that returns to you, but it's not always going to be the case. So make sure that you have some of you left over for you. I know you want to bless others and favor others and be there for others, but just as much treat yourself the way you treat others, So that's for somebody. Don't resent being a giver. It's a beautiful thing, and somebody out there needs you to be you, and somebody out there deserves you being you. And it's not always about, and I know that if you're a giver, it's not always about receiving anyways, but it's just about, whatever you put out, whatever you give out, the intention behind it matters. So don't resent it either, because then it's almost like there was an intention that wasn't pure with your giving. So don't resent it, because they're seeds and you will harvest. It might not come directly from where you've poured into, but it will come back to you. So like, I believe that if you've poured like the resource of money, that's a seed of money. So why would you get a fruit of, I don't know, shoes? Unless they're shoes that you can sell and that they're really worth something. So if you're sowing seeds of money, you're going to get a return of money from somewhere. Might not be exactly where you sowed. If you sowed a seed of love, you're going to get love. It might not be exactly from who you gave that love to, but you're going to reap a harvest of love. So all that to say, keep being you, keep being great, and don't let disappointment shake you up and stop you. Don't let the lack of reciprocation stop you. Just be smart and hold some in reserves for the in case that somebody else doesn't come equipped to pour into you, okay? But you will reap what you sow. It's the law of nature, okay? You will reap what you sow. So continue to sow good seed, and good fruit will return to you. All right. Take care. Be favored.